In this world, I have lived 50 plus years. I have loved many things. I have learned many things. I have learned many things about people, about life, and about many things. Hello, welcome. My name is Cynthia Garden. This is my channel, and I bring videos about food, about cooking, about farm, and also about life experiences. So today, I want us to talk, and I want us to talk about things I have learned about life, men, women, and sex. How do you see that, guys? How do you see that? I want us to talk about these things I've learned about life, about men, about women, about sex, and everything in between. So join me as we do that. And guys, before we continue, remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember also to share my videos. So let us do. One thing I have learned about life is that only sit at the tables you are invited to sit on. Don't poke your nose where you're not invited, guys. Just sit where you are invited and you live well. So this is one thing I've learned and I have practiced it. Only sit at the tables you are invited to sit on. Another thing I've learned in this world, that there are laws, sometimes you have to make decisions that are hard enough to break your heart and give you peace. Be it a breakup, it's a decision that you have to make. Sorry guys, let me receive my call. It's also important to create a room in your life for disappointment. Don't think life is always perfect. Create a room, even if it's in your career, even if it's in your family, all the time create room for disappointment, because one day you might be disappointed and you get, heart attack. So all the time create a room for disappointment, because disappointment are inevitable. Another point, guys, I have learned in this world that all the time, no matter what, there is that time which will come that you make enemies. You make enemies as you grow. Be it your family members, be it your colleagues, be it online. There is that point which comes and you have enemies from nowhere. So have in mind that anytime, be it your best friend, one day it might be your worst enemy. So have that in mind and let it not bother you. Point which is very important, guys, know that good women are gifts to the world. So if you are there with women, surround yourself with those women who give you the best vibes in this world. Women give best vibes and also energy to life, so they are gift to the world. Are you working in an office where you are surrounded by women? Make friends to those women. Are you working a place where you are the only woman? Be that gold to those people who are there, because women are gift to the world. Guys, I've learned about this life is that there will always be people who have problem with you. Let me tell you guys, even if you want to prove to us that you are as holy as what, there will always, all those people who will always want to involve themselves in your, mediocres and mundane life, which will always be their business. So such people, because you cannot be perfect to everybody anyway, so have in mind that always there are people who have problems with you. There are people who have problem with your business. There are people who have problem with your family. There are people who have problem with your lifestyle, your dressing, and so forth. So for those people, just pray for them so that they may change. In this world, it is important to know that your true family, your true friends will never abandon you. Your true family, your true friends will never abandon you. So don't abandon them, because maybe you thought you have climbed heights. They are the only people who will come in time of need. Nothing will ever substitute good books. A book is all the time important than any other relationship. So all the time, keep in touch, keep in mind reading a good book every other day, because nothing can substitute a good book. Nothing. One thing, guys, I've learned in this world is that true love is possible. True love is possible. So don't give up. Don't let your your ego kill you. There is someone somewhere waiting for you. So all the time know that true love is possible. Until next time, guys, adios amigo. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and remember to share my videos. Today I thought I should share with you life experiences. So bye bye for now. I think, guys, I've learned this word: complain less and do more. Don't sit there and continue complaining about this and that. Complain less and do more, guys. Sometimes you hear people complaining about this and this and this, and you ask yourself, why should you complain all the time? Why can't you do that what you think is not done right? Complain less, do more. This one is very important. Let go of people who no longer share ideas, dreams, and perspectives with you. You don't have to have any hard feeling on this. Let go of those people who you no longer share ideas, dreams, and also perspectives. If you are going this side, and all of a sudden your friend turns this side, guys, tell him bye-bye, tell her bye-bye, because you don't need that person any longer. So don't keep on carrying people who you have no connection with, any ideas, any feelings or anything. Let them go off. Wow, sometimes it's important to know that you have to swim to reach your destination. You have to swim to reach. You don't need bridges, guys. Sometimes you don't need bridges to cross that river. Swim to your destination. And if that point comes, guys, swim to your destination. And also it's important to know that men are also the worst gossipers. I don't hate men, but sometimes men can be worst gossipers. So wherever you are dealing with men, know that the male can be worse gossipers even than the women in the market. Yeah, so guys, we said sometimes you have to make decisions where that will break your heart, and by the end of the day, they'll give you peace to control your soul. So even if it's a breakup with your husband, even if it's quitting job, sometimes there's that time which comes that you have to make a decision that will break your heart, but by the end of everything, it will give you peace. So these are things I've learned. It is also important to have pride and ego in your life, because sometimes it is the only defense mechanism you can get. It is only your defense. So it is always important to have your ego. It is also important to have your pride with you, because they are your best pride. You don't need to live to please everybody in this world. You don't need to be, to be that person that, people will step on them every other day. Sometimes it's important to be proud of yourself. To have pride in yourself, in the little achievements you have done, because these ones are the ones which are your best defender, or they are best defense.